Ahoy mateys, Captain Samantha here with another story time. This is my co-host, Peter the Parrot, and he is here to listen to our story time as well, especially since it's about pirates. He loves pirates and reading about them. So, here we go. This one is called How I Became a Pirate. Melinda Long and David Shannon. Okay, here we go. How I Became a Pirate. There he is, practicing his pirateness. Pirates have green teeth when they have any teeth at all. I know about pirates because one day when I was at the beach building a sandcastle, minding my own business, a pirate ship sailed into view. I knew what it was because its flag had a skull and crossbones on it, and because I could hear the pirates singing, "Hey ho, blow the men down." They were a little off key. I tried to tell Dad, but he was busy setting up the beach umbrella. I tried to tell Mom, but she was busy slathering my baby sister with sunblock. So I went back to my sandcastle, but I kept an eye on the pirate ship. By then, they were roaring to shore. Row the boat. When they landed, the head pirate climbed out of the boat and yelled, "Ahoy there, matey. Be this Spanish Main?" "No," I said. "This is North Beach." "Shiver me timbers," the pirate said. "We must have taken a wrong turn at Bora." He walked around my sandcastle. He looked at the moat, then yelled back at his crew, "He's a digger, he is, and a darn good one to boot." "And a good one to boot," the others agreed. "What be your name, matey?" the head pirate asked. "Jeremy Jacob, sir," I told him. "Well, Jeremy Jacob," he said, "you looking at Bearded Beard and his crew. We've been needing a digger like yourself. We have a chest of treasure to bury." "Aye, treasure," the others shouted. "You're coming with us." Braided Beard told me I didn't think Mom and Dad would mind as long as I got back in time for soccer practice the next day. Oh, here they go, carrying him off. That's how I became a pirate. As soon as we were on board, Braided Beard showed me the chest of gold and jewels. "Go find a safe place for this here treasure. It's high time we were off," he announced. "We're off," they all shouted, and then we set sail. That's a lot of nice treasure. There was plenty to do on board. The pirates taught me a sea song. Chanties, the louder the better, and to say real pirate stuff like landlubber and scurvy dog. By dinner time, I could speak pirate perfectly. I also learned pirate manners. Braided Beard pounded his fist on the table and yelled, "Down the hatch, me laddies!" "Down the hatch!" we all shouted. Braided Beard gulped his food and said, "Hand me over the meat." "The meat!" we all hollered. Nobody told us to finish our spinach. There wasn't any. Or to chew up our carrots. There weren't any allowed on board. We talked with our mouths full and nobody said please or thank you. Well, that's not good. After dinner, I tried to teach the pirates to play soccer. Braided Beard kicked the ball and yelled, "Arg soccer! Arg soccer!" the crew yelled. Then everybody dove for the ball at once and it rolled off to the deck. "After it, me Hearties," Braided Beard commanded. "After it," we all whispered. We fought over who would get the ball, but it didn't matter anyway because a shark came along and swallowed it in one gulp. So much for soccer. By now, it was past my bedtime, but nobody tells pirates to go to bed, to take a bath, or to brush their teeth. Maybe that's why their teeth are green. Pirates sleep with one eye open, just in case, and they don't change into pajamas unless they want to. Pirates don't do anything they don't want to, except for maybe swabbing the decks. I want to be a pirate forever. Oh, pillow fight. But then I found out what else they don't do. When I couldn't stay awake any longer, I asked Braided Beard to tuck me in and read a story. Tuck you in, he bellowed. Pirates don't tuck. No tucking, the crew yelled. And the only thing they had to read was a map. Don't you have any books? I asked. Braided Beard looked confused. Books? I didn't even bother to ask about a goodnight kiss. Oh, look, they're all snuggled together. I don't think he's sleeping very well. It wasn't easy to fall asleep without a story, but I was finally dozing off when a storm broke. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed. I tried to hide under the covers as the waves slammed up against the ship and I fell out of the hammock. I couldn't find anyone in the cabin. They were all on deck. Lower the sails, Braided Beard shouted. Batten down the hatches. Everybody ran around yelling and lowering and battering, and nobody had time to sit close and tell me it would be over soon. Nobody even noticed me. I decided that I didn't want to be a pirate after all. Just then, flash, crash, crack. Lightning hit the mast and split it right down the middle. Goodness. What do we do now? Yelled one of the pirates. We have to turn back, called another. But the treasure, hollered Braided Beard. We will be buried the treasure. I stepped forward. Maybe I can help, I shouted over the wind. I think I know the perfect digging spot. Then the storm was over. We rowed back to shore and buried the chest. We drew a map so we could find the treasure again. But I don't think I'll need it. Look at them carrying it. Oh, here it is. X marks the spot. Jeremy Jacob's backyard. That'll be easy to find. After the pirates repaired the ship and got ready to set sail, before they left, Braided Beard handed me a flag and said, You make a fine pirate, Jeremy Jacob. Guard that treasure well. We'll be back to get it soon enough. Soon enough, the crew repeated. And if you ever need us, just roll the Jolly Roger up the yonder pole. Up yonder pole, the other shouted. And maybe I will, but not today. He's saying bye. I have soccer practice today. Oh, his shirt even says Pirates. The end. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know if I'd want to be a pirate though. They don't brush their teeth and it's green. I don't think so. No, I need books. I can't just read a map. I need some books. Okay. Next one we got is No Pirates Allowed, said Library Lou. There she is. That's Library Lou. By Rhonda Gowler Green. Illustrated by Brian Ajar. Here we go. Ooh. There's the ship. All right. At Seabreeze Library, things were just right. Book lovers were cozy, the sky was blue and bright. When shiver me timbers, through Seabreeze door, storm big pirate peeked in his parrot, Igor. What be the treasure? X marks the spot. We'll dig up the loot and steal all of the yacht. Squawk, squawk. Igor squawked as Pete muttered an arg. Then Big Pete let loose with a scary, so there! Oh, everybody's like, what? Chills ran down the spines as those readers all shook. They hid behind bookshelves, but ventured a look. And what do they odor? What's that odor? Stinky. P.U. But no one at Seabreeze knew what to do. Except Library Lou, who dashed over to see what all the unruly commotion could be. May I help you? Lou asked, a pinch of a frown. This is a library. Shh, quiet down. Arg! Big Pete thundered. Don't waste me day. Walk the plank, saucy lass, or show me the way. At sea breeze then you could hear a pin drop. All that tough ruffian talk and squawk stopped, for Library Lou looked Pete right in the eye as Pete stood his ground with a snarl. Oh my. Minute by minute, their tempers both flared as they stood head to head. Doggone dare. Well, they both look pretty tough. Unless you be quiet and listen up too. No pirates allowed, said Library Lou. Squawk! Igor squawked with a bow me down glare. Then Library Lou boldly said, so there. Now, where is the treasure map? Lou asked. Yes. The treasure is here, she said, just as I guessed. I'll help you find it, but first I must ask of you in your matey a wee small task. Go home, take a bath, change your underwear too, then come back tomorrow, said Library Lou. Arg, a landlubber telling Big Pete what to do, but she said that the treasure think me true. So that night, Pete scrubbed 13 layers of dirt and decided to clean underwear. Ooh, couldn't hurt. Squawking Igor was a good scrubber too. Whoosh, 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 through the sea sailed their funky PU. Then later they dreamed of a treasure or two. It's a good thing you can take a bath sometime. You know, it's good. The next day they bursted through the library door with a fresh soapy scent, but as loud as before. Mateys! Your manners, said Library Lou. Now come, follow me. We have much work to do. Aye. Big Pete grabbed his pick and his axe and his shovel, but Library Lou said, don't go to the trouble. But lassie, the note! Lou said, not yet. First say oi to these letters, this fine alphabet. Letters, Peter squalled. That'd be more than X. Lou spared them all out. Big Pete looked perplexed. Blimey, cried Pete, a code of odd, a secret one, aye, to find the sweet gold. Library Lou grinned, a witty sight grin. Brilliant, she cried. Now time to begin. Here they are, all of them. Pleased to meet you. Isn't this fun? Said Library Lou. Fun, Big Pete snarled. It'd be torture, no less. Me'd rather be kissing a fat treasure chest. So many letters, Big Pete got confused. W, H's, S's, and Q's. Some she even called vowels, A-E-I-O-U. Soon Lou took some letters and mixed them about. Look, Lou exclaimed. Words to sound out. Now here is a stack you may take home with you. Then come back tomorrow, said Library Lou. Upon the poop deck, Pete practiced that night. He practiced each word till he got each word right. Igor, he bragged, we be rich untold, causes us. We be hard-working golems for gold. Yes, day after day after day he went back. And night after night, Lou piled high a new stack. Soon, Big Pete was reading not small words, but big, like swashbuckling, buccaneer, thingamajig. But Pete, not impatient, he worked day and night, and still not a trinket or treasure in sight. One day he barked at Lou, do what you be told. He said he'd be helping me find the sweet gold. Correct, answered Lou. In a book, there's a clue. I've given my help. It's now up to you. Pete stared at those books. It's a lot of books. Lined up on the shelf after shelf. A code, a clue. Arg, me find me shelf. Maybe, just maybe, the code be the rhyme. He loved Mother Goose, Dr. Seuss, how sublime. They tickled his fancy, but no secret code. Alas, each reader he snagged frog and toad. Day after day after day he went back, and night after night he piled high a new stack. He found books called classics, great tales of the sea. Blimey, cried Big Pete, that's where me clue be. Treasure Island, me like it. But no clue be found. Stumped Big Pete scowled each shelf up and down. I don't know if you can see his boat. Got a big old stack of books. Important to read. Gallywag, the non-fiction. That's what she be. Soon Luke was flute, fancy free on the sea. Those factual books Big Pete came to love. He read about things that he never heard of. Stink bugs and baseball and surfing and Mars, dinosaurs, mummies, electric guitars. Pete picked and his axe and his shovel got rusty. At Pirate Way, Big Pete got a mite rusty. Look at all, got baseball, got the little mummies with the guitars. Now, Pete wasn't a pirate just dreaming of loot, but a reader he was, and a good one to boot. When one book was finished, yes, when one book was done, Pete picked up another. Oh, reading was fun! He read and he read and he read and he read. Then suddenly, one night, Pete popped up his head. The next day at Seabreeze Library, things were just right. Book lovers were cozy. The sky was blue bright when Big Pete and Igor tiptoed through the door. Shh. And spied Library Lou in an aisle 404. They both gave her hugs, each a kiss too. We've come to thank ye, Miss Library Lou, 'cause ye know, we know, books be the treasure. Shucks, said Lou, it's been my pleasure. Now Library Lou, with the smile big and proud, is hanging a sign that says, Pirates Allowed. The end. Oh, I'm so glad that Big Pete was able to find some books he liked to read and was able to get to his library. Now, did you enjoy that too? Yes, Peter the Parrot. Now, I know our libraries are closed right now and it's hard to get books, but you can still get books, okay? You can call a library around, you can even order them online. So feel free to still get books. Just because we're closed, you can still read some books. So I hope you've enjoyed our pirate story time, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.